Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. So, in today's video, what we're going to talk about is how to test products for your Shopify store. Now these updates that I've been doing lately have been a bit slow because I have trouble connecting my camera, which is my phone, to my computer, and therefore I can't really upload sometimes. So that's why these are a bit slow. Hope this will be the last time. Well, yesterday's was the last time, but I can't guarantee it. So if no video comes up one day, that's probably because of that. Now, before we get started, smash that subscribe button and let's dive straight into it. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to start with Instagram influencers. The reason this is because there are way less moving parts than to Facebook. And we'll get into Facebook a bit later in this video. But you want to start with Instagram influencers. You want to find Instagram influencers that are in your niche. You don't want to have meme pages, because if you have a meme page, it's really untargeted people, mostly young people, people with no money, and therefore people that are not buying your stuff. If you have a niche page, which is in your niche obviously, then people are going to buy because it's in your niche and people are targeted. These are the people that if you're selling something that has to do with elephants and you have an elephant page, people enjoy elephants, so they're going to buy from you. So that's the tip number one. Now you want to start testing smaller pages because they are cheaper. So I usually test pages that have between 50 to 300k people. That's 50k, 50,000 people by the way. So you want to test these pages first because they're a bit cheaper than the bigger pages, and since you first don't know if your product is going to work or not, or your ad or anything like that, you want to test smaller pages and not throw your money away at the influencer that might not work. So test smaller pages, it will save you some money. So once you've had the shout out, there are two things that can happen. One, you make sales. Two, you don't make sales. And this is what you can do for both of these things. So if you've had visitors but you have no sales, that means that the influencer is probably good. Now, quick disclaimer, people from India and a bit poorer places in the world may not buy from you, and that's just gonna happen. So if the influencer is sending a lot of traffic from people that don't have much money, that could happen, but most of the time it's not the case. So if you're not making sales but you have a ton of visitors, the issue is not your ad, but it's either your product or your website. So for your website, I have about 1 million videos on this. So just check out my other videos on how to make a proper website and make it less scammy. And for your product, that just you have to test. So that's number one. So if you don't make sales, you have to look into the influencer. Again, I made another video on this. So just how to not get scammed by influencer, I think, is the title of the video. So make sure you check this one out if you're not making, like, if nobody's coming to your site. So it's either your influencer that's bad, or it can be your product or your ad. So a few different things. Now if you do make sales, that's good news. So what you do is you move to bigger pages and don't change anything. Don't change your website, don't change your product, don't change your ad, don't change anything. Just move on to a bigger page and see if that works. Obviously it might not, but if it doesn't, then try again. Just find another influencer that works. And again, I suggest you check out my video on how not to get scammed by influencers, because it will help you not get scammed by influencers. So now you have the bigger influencer and you know he's good, he's making you sales with that one product. So what do you do next? You test other products on the same influencer and see what works and what doesn't. So you have to do that, test a few products, make sure they work, and you're making more sales by this point. So once you are making more sales and you have a few products that are making sales, it's time to move on to Facebook. So what you want to do is you want to take your best selling product with your best selling app, with your best selling ad, and your best converting app actually. And you want to use the same things but on Facebook, because you know the product works because it's your best selling product. You know that the ad works because you've made some sales with it. So the only thing that could go wrong in this is your targeting. So you're pretty sure that you're going to make sales unless you completely mess up your targeting. So what you want to do is you want to go really broad. Don't guess anything, just go really broad on this and see who's buying and who's not, who's converting, because you might think that from 18 to 22 is the people that are going to buy your product, but actually it might be the people from 40 to 45 or 50. So don't guess anything, because some things do go wrong like that, and it can be very surprising. So don't guess anything. Target obviously people from your niche, but don't guess too many things. And then once you made a few sales, which you probably should if you're using that tactic, then you hit the breakdown tab and you just look at who's buying and who's not. So it might be the people from 20 to 30, and you want to just eliminate all the rest of the people because they're not making you sales. And same thing for gender, for example, or income, or whatever it may be. So maybe it's only female or woman, I should say, that are buying your stuff. So you just remove all the males, or the men, I should say. And then when you've got that information, what you do is you don't change your campaign, you make a new one with that information you just got. And that should help, because Facebook messes up a lot if you just change things. So you make a new ad, but with the information you have. That being said, make sure subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.